What's up guys, it's Ant, and today I'm going to be teaching you how I went from gold to platinum in just one day. And hopefully these tips can help you guys come from being a gold level player to being a platinum level player. So yeah, let's just get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is aggressiveness and confidence. So when in ranked, I know a lot of times it can be intimidating. The enemy team is killing your team, or they kill you a couple times in some rounds before, and you start to just play a little bit more conservative, a little bit more scared. But what I would suggest is, if you're gonna rush, or if you're like really trying to win those games, aggressiveness is one of the key factors to Rainbow Six Siege that comes into, winning. So you want to play it like it's casual when you rush. That's exactly what I do. I really don't think about like, oh, they could be here, they could be there. Of course, sometimes you're going to get in your head, but try to play it like it's casual when you rush and just go carefree. Don't think about, too much where they're going to be. Obviously, you want to think a little bit about where they're going to be and try and look at those common spots, but don't get in your head too much and just rush in there and do what you got to do. The next step is to stop running from your gunfights and stand your ground. I can't tell you how many times that I shot someone a good amount of shots. They're probably pretty lit, and then they light me up too, and I get a little bit scared and I try and run away, and I run right into Cav's face and she just pistols me. I'm dead. Now, a lot of times, running from your gunfights is not going to be the best alternative. When you're running away, you don't have your gun up, you don't have it out and ready, and you're just liable to run into something else or get headshotted by some guy holding a pixel peek around the corner. So really stand your ground in your gunfights. You don't have to do this 100% of the time. If you have a safe exit out, take it. But I would say stand your ground in your gunfights and try and kill that guy. Be the more aggressive player, because you know when you shoot him and he's lit up, you're both thinking the same thing. So just get aggressive, make that like next play, shoot a couple more bullets into him, and he's dead. Now the next thing is, when there's an opportunity to plant or secure, take it. This is one of the biggest keys to winning, honestly, in ranked, is just being aggressive and knowing what you have to do and when you have to do it. When you drone out the site, do not hesitate. When you see there's no one in there, tell your team, yo guys, there's no one on B, there's no one on A, we need to go right now. You need to be that person that's helping your team push into the site, and not just sitting back and saying, well, I don't see anybody in there, but I'm gonna drone in one more time. No, just get in there. The next thing is teammate chemistry. Now, honestly, I'm guilty of this too. I've done this a lot, but try not to argue with your teammates. It really just doesn't help. You end up losing more games, and you end up losing more rounds when you're in the middle of a round arguing about something that happened last round. So, yeah. And that goes into the next thing, which is let the losses go. Now, this season, I definitely did lose some games in between my gold and platinum, but when I did lose those games, I didn't try to dwell on them. I know what mistakes I made, and I try to correct those mistakes, but I don't dwell on those mistakes, and I focus on one round at a time. Now, the next thing is, when you're in those clutch situations, or when you're in those late game rounds, is what I should say, is treat overtime like it's 0-0. And the reason I say this is because it helps you stay out of your head. Now, when you see that it's 3-4, right? And you guys are 3, they're 4. You're thinking this is it. Like this is the best. I mean, this is the last chance we have to win this game. And it kind of gets you really nervous. Your hands start to get to sweating, your heart's pumping faster, and a lot of times when that happens, like, people can make great plays, but people can also make really stupid plays. And that bad decision making does not lead to winning games. So I would say treat overtime like it's 0-0. Like, literally, that's what I do. When I see it's 3-4, I don't look at the score anymore. I just tell myself, all right, man, just treat this like it's casual, or treat it like it's 0-0, and just play exactly how I would play in the first round. The next step is intel. Now, intel is a huge part of Rainbow Six Siege, but it's also can lead to your downfall, because too much intel can cause you to lose rounds because you're wasting too much time. I would say the best way to get intel and to get into the objectives fast and plant or secure is to place drones at the entry points that you're going to go into. So when you're going to spawn in, say you spawn at ventilations. Oh, sorry, my phone's going off with the email. If you're going to spawn in, say you spawn at ventilations at skyscraper, I would place my drone at delivery, and then, you know, you can drone out kitchen real quick. You can drone out just that little delivery spot, get in, and, you know, decide where you want to go from there. And the next thing is to be actually droning for the fragging operators. Now, I want to talk about fragging operators briefly, like Ash, IQ. I would say mostly the 3-speed operators. Even Zofia can be considered a fragger. You know, you want to drone for those operators who are fast and can get in the objective quickly, and they have those abilities, because, well, there's the one that's going to help you get that get that advantage in the round. Because when you kill 2 people at the start of a round, you're instantly getting inside of the team's head and saying, they're looking at these guys and saying, oh man, these guys know what they're doing. We need to slow it down. We need to play more conservatively. And that's where you capitalize. That's where you get in the objective and do your shit. Now, the next thing is to play your role. A lot of times I see like a Thermite or a Thatcher, and they got the diffuser somewhere and they're just running around with it. And, you know, we could be planting, but they're on some other side of the map doing something else or trying to clear roamers. If you are a support operator, it is not your job really to clear roamers. Like, if you're a support operator like Thermite Thatcher, even Habana, which she's gotten a lot better with fragging now because they gave her breach charges. But if you're one of those operators, you need to be playing your role and actually helping out on the front side of the objective where the main wall is that you need to open and everything. So yeah, play your role. The next tip is to, or these next tips, these are going to be my last tips for the video, is to basically tips to improve when you're doing bad. So this is the things that I use to improve when I'm doing bad. Number 1, stop looking at the scoreboard. I know it's really hard when you're going 0-5 and you're just like, fuck bro, I'm going 0-5, like I'm doing terrible. But you gotta stop looking at the scoreboard, because it's just getting inside your head. Every time you look at that score and you think to yourself, I'm doing bad, it's not helping you do any better. And the next thing that I would say to just help you do a lot better would be to laugh it off. Now, it's sometimes hard to laugh it off when you're doing really bad, but I try my absolute best to. Like, sometimes people kill you in a funny way. They drop down right in front of your face and kill you or something. You just gotta laugh it off. You can't rage about everything in this game because it is a game. And the next thing is talking about exactly about raging is, even if you rage at first, like, I don't have a problem with that. I rage too a lot, and I'm just like, what? How did he kill me? That was definitely a headshot. You need to give a call out even after you rage, because it's honestly so important. The next tip will be to adjust your playstyle. If you're playing support operators and you're doing bad, use fraggers, or vice versa. If you're playing fraggers and you're doing bad, play support. And really, that's all the tips I have for you guys in this video. I hope that these tips can help you improve your gameplay and get from that gold level to the platinum level. And I appreciate all of you guys for watching the channel and supporting. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.